Hey guys, I'm here back for like my 4th or 5th video today. I'm just kind of on a roll, so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to do a quick update on the beta tank, the Fluval Spec. So far, the plants have been doing awesome. You can see I put that Brazilian pennywort right there a few weeks ago, I believe, and that has been doing okay. It's been putting out some new leaves, but the older leaves have also been falling off, so I guess it's kind of neutral. The Anubias congensis in the back right, you can see the little pygmy cory on top of that leaf. That has been getting some more algae. I can't tell if it's like really fine brown algae or if it's yellowing, but it's basically been neutral, I guess. It hasn't been getting better or worse really at all. And then you can see the marimo balls. The big one was having like some dying off issues a couple weeks ago. I can't tell if it's really getting any worse. I think the green is just starting to pop through more and more. I think it's kind of trying to heal itself. And the small one is a little bit yellow because I just flipped it over from the side that was facing down. But otherwise that's a really nice green. The crypt parva, there's two of them, one right there and one right there. You can see those ones are doing great. They're putting off a lot of leaves, but there's a couple right there. They're just kind of not doing a whole lot. They're not getting a whole lot worse, but they're not putting out quite as many leaves as the other ones. And yeah, sorry about this airline tubing. I've still been having trouble with surface agitation in this tank. I haven't found a good solution because if I do turn the filter outtake up too much, then the beta has trouble swimming, so I'm just going to move that for the rest of this video. The driftwood and the moss is by far my most interesting aquascape and my favorite that I've ever done. The moss has been really taking off towards the top more. I think it's just because it's so much closer to the light. I'm sorry, is that not focused all the way? And there's my phone just in time for the video. Hopefully that will get answered, but I'm just going to carry on. The moss on the lower part isn't quite as green, but it's still growing steadily, I guess you could say. Hopefully that gets a lot thicker towards the bottom and the whole thing just looks like a huge like bush. I think it looks really cool right now and I hope it gets even better. You can see the narrow leaf java fern on the base of the driftwood is propagating a lot. There's tons of plantlets on the ends of most of the leaves. I can count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 at least just right now. And you can see in the very bottom left corner there's a few of the larger plantlets that I clipped off and super glued to a rock, so I kind of already have more narrow leaf java fern. The regular java fern front and center underneath the driftwood, it's kind of in the shadow of the driftwood, so it's not doing a whole lot. I think I might have shifted it a little bit so it gets more light, but it's basically been staying alive. It hasn't been getting a whole lot bigger. I was hoping, since this LED isn't super intense, that it would get a little bit taller, but I'm perfectly fine with how it is right now. I have two of the Anubias nana petite. One of them is right below the beta, and the other one is right there to the left of the small moss ball. Those have been sustaining, I guess. There's actually is now that I look a little bit closer, there's a few new leaves coming out, but there's also some algae on the older ones, and hopefully the snail, which is, let me see, right down there, I actually saw him on top of one of the leaves once, so hopefully he has the desire to go over to those again and clean those off, because I would love for them to be nice and green and not brown. The two regular Anubias nana that I have, which are on either side of the small moss ball, they have been putting out a lot of leaves. The bigger leaves have been kind of yellowing, so I've been clipping those. I should actually probably clip those two bigger ones on the left of the small moss ball because they are yellowing. But if I look here quickly, I can count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 new leaves on both of between the two plants. So hopefully that gets really big and fills in that space, because I think that would look really cool, because they never got really big in the goldfish tank at all because of the high light, and hopefully they get a little bit bigger in here. And then last but not least is my single stem of Ludwigia repens, which is right in the center there. Maybe that'll focus. There we go. Since I just got the new stargrass in the 20-gallon, I decided to just stick that in here, and if it does anything, then cool, but if it doesn't, whatever, I'll just throw it away. The rest of that died off in the 20-gallon a long time ago, so I've kind of given up on that. And then I guess I could just give you a little bit of update on the fauna. The beta has been doing great. He has really nice coloration. I've been feeding him some freeze-dried bloodworms with his beta flakes. His body isn't really as white as he looks on camera. It's more of a like iridescent blue, pinkish, purplish, reddish color, if that makes any sense. It's really like reflective and kind of silvery, so it looks really cool. And sometimes he'll just stop like mid-stride, I guess you could call it, and he just fans out, and he honestly could almost be called a half moon, because his finnage is so beautiful. I'm really glad I got him. You can see him right there, he's kind of fanning out. The 3 pygmy cories that I got, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, they're all doing great. They've been finding stuff to eat. They've been just kind of zooming around, doing whatever. The beta doesn't bother them, like, basically at all, which I was kind of surprised. Once in a while he'll dart after him if he's bored, but sometimes at night when the light goes off, I see the beta literally right in front of one, and the cory will be wiggling around, and the beta doesn't do anything. So yeah, I'm glad I got those, because they give a little bit of life to the bottom of the tank, because the beta usually hangs out towards the top unless he's tired, then he goes on the bottom. He's actually flaring right now. I'm not quite sure why. He might, oh, he's going after one of the cories. You can see him there. He usually doesn't do that. He might be a little bit stressed because it's almost due for a water change. So there might be a few too many nitrates, but I'm going to do a water change tomorrow. So yeah, that's basically it. The beta has been doing great, the cories have been doing great, and the snail has been doing great. And the plants are doing awesome because of that, that new LED that I've had for a few weeks now. So I'm going to thank you guys for watching again. Click that subscribe button. I have a surprise for everyone at 100. Give this video a thumbs up. I love seeing that number go up. And leave a comment if you feel like it. Leave any feedback, anything you like, anything you would change, any advice you want to give me. I always respond to the comments. So yeah, I'm going to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.